Welcome, everyone, to this week's edition of the Texas State University Honors College Reading Series. For tonight's performance, we have The Lumberjack by Jaimie Pitts. Some logistics before we start. The play runs for less than an hour, so there will be no intermission. And at the end of the show, we will be having a Q&A session with the cast and the playwright, Jaimie. Feel free to stay for the end for that and leave any questions you would like addressed in the stream chat on the side of the video. And now, well, first of all, I'm Connor Steed. I am this event's digital stage manager. I'm running the stream and the presentation and coordinating everything. So thank you for stopping by. And now I will let the cast and the crew introduce themselves before we begin. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jeff, and I will be reading for the role of Carlisle.
Hello, my name is David. I am playing the role of Thomas.
Hi, I'm Wallace Brown. I'll be playing the role of Rachel.
Hi, I'm Devin Kalsa, and I'll be reading stage directions.
Hi, I'm Jaimie Pitts. I wrote this. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. And yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Scene 1. Lights up on Carlisle's apartment. The place is a bit disorganized. The torn-off corner of a pencil drawing hangs by a single thumbtack on an otherwise bare wall. Carlisle, a messy-haired 20-year-old, lays on the couch staring at the ceiling. There is a knock at the door.
Shit.
Carlisle gets up and walks to the door, then looks through the peephole. He exhales, relieved.
Just you?
No, I thought it'd be funny if I brought all of Greenwood to meet you.
Carlisle gets up and opens the door. He rushes Thomas, early 20s and stylishly dressed, inside.
Whoa, what's going on? What's your problem?
My problem? My problem is that I'm fucked, Thomas. Everything's fucked.
I think you and I have very different definitions of fucked. Carlisle, what happened? Where's all the... What did you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
Thomas examines at the scrap of paper.
Was this the dragon? Oh, dude, I really like that one.
I don't want to talk about it.
Thomas walks to the window and begins pulling up the blinds. Carlisle rushes to stop him.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Carlisle, there's nobody out there. Just trust me, okay?
Thomas finishes opening the blinds.
I do trust you. It's the rest of Greenwood I don't trust.
Well, don't worry. They're all talking about how great you are somewhere else.
Carlisle collapses back onto the couch.
That's comforting.
Thomas joins Carlisle on the couch.
You know, most people wouldn't mope this hard about being declared a local hero.
A Greenwood local hero.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Everything. The plan was to get out of here, move to the city, leave as little of myself behind as possible. Now, shit. They're never going to stop talking about me.
Oh, please.
People are still talking about Marnie's fucking bird.
It's a really cool bird.
She got it months ago.
Have you seen that thing? That thing, it's huge, and it's like blue and green and...
This is exactly what I'm talking about. The people here will latch onto whatever they can to gossip about. If they can stretch a story as boring as someone getting a pet,
A really cool pet.
then this story... Oh God, I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, calm down, okay? You can find a way to turn this around. People are interested in you now, so show them what you can do. What have you been working on lately?
Nothing.
What? Why not?
I'm just trying to focus on getting out of here right now.
Carlisle, I love you, but that makes no sense. You can't be an artist if you don't make art.
I'll be an artist somewhere else. Here, I just want to be a delivery guy who no one cares about.
Well, too bad. A lot of people care about you. A lot of people are proud of you.
For what? I did what anyone else would have done.
Not everyone would have picked up the axe.
I was kind of staring death in the face. I didn't have much of a choice. I didn't do anything for anyone to be proud of.
All right, whatever. You win. I came over here to try and make you feel better. But clearly that's not possible, so I'll just go fuck myself, I guess.
Thomas gets up and moves towards the door. Carlisle stands up and faces him.
Wait,
Thomas stops and turns back around.
look, I'm sorry. I appreciate you being here for me. I really do. You get where I'm coming from, right?
I just don't know what to do for you sometimes. It's like you're determined to be miserable. You know, I still have my mom's friend's number. She really helped out Darcy when she was going through
Thomas, I've tried that.
in high school. Our counselors were garbage. That doesn't count.
I don't know. I don't need therapy right now. I need a day or two alone to collect my thoughts without anyone from out there trying to butt into my life.
There is a knock at the door.
Fuck! Hi!
Carlisle hops over the back of the couch, lands in it, and ducks. Thomas walks around to the front of the couch and ducks into it with him. There is more knocking, but louder.
This is ridiculous.
Shh.
Rachel, a 10-year-old girl in a red hoodie, appears in the window. She presses her nose against the glass and looks around.
He's still there.
Thomas shrugs. Carlisle very slowly peers above the back of the couch. Rachel spots him and he ducks again. She begins hitting the window.
You gotta be kidding me.
Who is it?
It's the girl. Fuck.
He gets up and moves towards the door. Thomas sits up. Carlisle opens the door and Rachel pushes past him into the apartment.
Hey, what are you doing?
Rachel looks at the sketch on the wall.
Did you draw this?
Yeah. Hey, listen, you can't just...
Who are you?
Oh, name's Thomas. Nice to meet you. Rachel, right?
Yep, that's right.
Hey,
You his brother?
excuse me.
No, but we go way back. I've known him since...
What are you doing here? You can't just barge into someone's apartment like that. Did your parents never teach you about, like, stranger danger?
You're not a stranger. And I don't think you're a danger either, since you saved us and all.
Rachel picks up a notebook sitting on the end table and starts flipping through it.
Okay, we've met, but you don't know me, kid. Don't touch that.
Rachel puts the book down.
You know my grandma.
No, I deliver to your grandma. She's a customer.
Isn't she the one that orders from you, like, every day and tries to talk to you about spirits and fairies in her house? And she seems like a nice lady.
It's okay. Everyone else thinks she's weird too.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Listen, Thomas and I were kind of in the middle of something.
We were?
Rachel picks up a snow globe from the bookshelf and starts shaking it.
Yeah, we definitely were. Can you just... Don't touch that.
She puts it back on the shelf.
What is it you need from me?
I just thought I could get to know you a little better. We've been through a lot, you know.
We've been through one thing.
I thought we could be friends.
Why?
Well, because I kind of already told everyone at school that we were.
For the love of shit. Now I've got grade schoolers gossiping about me.
Language. Child present.
They all think you're really cool. After you saved me, they were coming up to me and asking me questions. I didn't know what else to do.
You didn't have to answer them. No comment.
But they were finally talking to me.
Okay. So you told them we were friends.
Well, I told them a little more than that.
Right, about the wolf and the...
Sort of. A version of it.
Rachel, what did you tell them?
So Granny and I were just hanging out, and then all of a sudden, boom, this huge wolf bursts open our door. It was so big, it almost didn't fit through.
Whoa! Lyle, you never told me that part.
Because it's bullshit. Baloney. It was wolf size. Regular wolf size.
So I knew I had to save my granny, so I jumped up and I punched it right in the nose, and that just made it mad. It leapt forward and it opened its jaws as wide as possible, and it swallowed my granny in one gulp.
Oh no. What? Not Granny.
Your granny is still alive. Did they really believe that?
Hang on, I'm getting to it. So I thought I was done for, and then Carlisle rushed in, looked at it right in the face, and shouted, "You let that girl go, you horrible, ugly, smelly, stupid dog."
Get him, Carlisle.
No, I was delivering food. The door was open. I heard a bunch of noise. I carefully went in to see what was going on.
Then he pulled the axe he had out of his bag.
It was in the yard. I picked it up in case I needed to defend myself.
He saw my grandma wiggling around in the wolf's stomach, so he brought down his axe and he sliced his belly right open.
What?
Oh, that's so hardcore.
That's insane. It got freaked out or something and charged at me. I panicked and hit it in the head, and I didn't even do that right. The axe was backwards. Knocked it out with the flat side. Then we called animal control.
But that's boring, though.
I'm with her. Her version is way better.
Carlisle gets up and starts leading Rachel towards the door.
Yeah, well, that was a fun story, but it's not what happened. So my advice is to go back to school and tell all your little friends the truth.
No, I can't.
Lessons learned. Don't tell lies. Don't give in to peer pressure. All that. You're welcome.
No,
Oh,
you don't
come on,
understand.
Lyle. We were having fun.
Have a nice day. Bye.
No.
Rachel puts all her weight against Carlisle and pushes him backwards. Thomas stands up and moves towards them.
What is your problem, kid?
They don't believe me anymore. They keep finding things wrong with my story, and they're gonna hate me again, and I'm gonna be the stupid new kid with no friends again, and
There is a pause as Rachel starts to sniffle.
Shit. Look, don't cry.
I'm not crying.
Hey, it's okay. Just calm down, all right? We're gonna help you out. Right?
Carlisle shakes his head.
Do your parents know where you are?
I have my phone.
You have your phone? How old are you?
10.
Huh. Okay. Look, what do you need me to do? Can we make it quick?
I just want to ask you some questions is all. Get to know you so people don't ever find out I don't know you that well.
That's not gonna work out.
Not today, anyway, but maybe tomorrow.
No, it's not.
Lyle's just been through a lot since last night. He's a little grumpy, as you can see, so give him some time to get over himself and come back tomorrow. Can you do that same time?
Thomas.
Yeah, I can come back tomorrow.
Okay.
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 All right. Fine. Whatever you say.
Okay. Good. Well, see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He leads her out the door. He closes it, turns around and faces Thomas.
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
Lights down. Scene 2. Lights up. A pencil drawing of a dragon with one corner taped together now hangs on the wall. Carlyle is flipping through one of his sketchbooks unenthusiastically. There's a knock at the door. Carlyle answers. It's Rachel, with a legal pad and pen.
You really came, huh?
Did you think I was lying or something?
You do seem to have a knack for that.
What's that?
Sketchbook.
So you're an artist.
Sort of.
Sort of. How?
You want to be a reporter when you grow up or something?
No, I want to write stories.
Ah, well, maybe you should be talking to Thomas instead, then. He's more...
Why are you sort of an artist?
Look, I haven't really drawn anything in a little bit. The stuff in this book, it's old. Honestly, a lot of it's not even that good.
And then just draw more stuff, and then you'll be a real artist.
I can't. Not right now.
Why not?
I don't know. I just never feel like it.
Do it anyway.
It's not.
There's a knock.
It's just me. Don't freak out again.
Interview in progress. Also, I'm still mad at you.
Laurel made cookies.
I'm no longer mad at you. Come in.
Thomas comes in holding a Tupperware of apology cookies.
What's up, Rachel?
Thomas goes to the kitchen area and starts plating some of the cookies. Rachel picks up the notebook and starts flipping.
Okay, look. If you're going to keep coming over, you've got to at least stop touching my...
Rachel finds a blank page and puts the book in front of Carlyle.
Here, draw something right now. Anything you want.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's like... Okay, write me a story right now.
Okay.
See? It's not so easy.
Once upon a time, there was a wizard girl named Red who lived by the sea. Her parents didn't have magical powers like she did, so when she was at home, she felt lonely. But she had lots of friends who loved her and her powers, so she was still happy. One day, her parents decided it was time to move away to the woods.
Thomas comes into the living area with a plate of cookies. He starts eating one while listening to Rachel.
Red didn't want to go to the woods, but she liked that she'd be closer to her grandma, who was a powerful witch who lived in a hut in the woods and could talk to fairies and stuff.
All right. You've made your point.
And they got there, and Red tried to make new friends, but no one liked her magical powers, so she hid them away, except when she went to her grandma's house, because her powers made her grandma really happy. And I don't know the rest. I'll come up with it later.
That was really good. You like telling stories? Me too. I'm a writer.
Really? That's so cool!
Oh, it's no biggie. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool.
Carlyle takes a cookie. Rachel reaches for one.
You're a guest. You have to ask.
Can I have one?
Magic word.
Please?
No.
Thomas scoffs and hands Red a cookie.
You write books and stuff?
No, not yet. Stories, I send them to places and enter them into contests and whatnot.
See? He's a writer. He writes. I don't draw right now, so...
Then draw something. Draw what I just said.
He pushes the sketchbook toward him and looks at him hopefully. Carlyle considers, then somewhat reluctantly takes the book and starts drawing, lazily at first, but with increased focus.
You know, I think I heard something about a youth writing contest for the paper. You should think about submitting a story for it.
What do I get if I win?
You get your story in the paper, I think. That'll look good for you if you want to be a writer.
Oh.
That's not important, though. Even if you don't win, you'll have a new story. That's pretty cool on its own, right?
Uh-huh. These are really good. Did you make them?
No, my sister. My third youngest sister.
Out of 7.
7?
7 sisters plus me.
7 sisters. Wow.
Actually, Marjorie's about your age.
Marjorie? I know Marjorie. She can talk to chickens.
Did she tell you that?
No. The other kids. They say she just thinks she can, and she's really crazy or something.
One thing you'll learn from living here is not to believe everything people say. Everyone here loves to make stuff up. Marjorie's not the only one of Thomas' sisters to have some rumors spread about them. Right, Tom?
Let's see. When Darcy left town, people said she'd actually been hospitalized and was in a coma. She came back with a fiance, and people got it into their heads that he was the doctor who had saved her life. Josephine grew her hair out really long, and that was like the talk of the town for weeks until she got it cut. Oh, someone said that the beans Laurel was playing magic. People kept trying to dig them up and steal them. I could keep going.
The people in this town are bored as hell, so they gossip about whoever or whatever they can find. I want to get out of here before it hit me, but nope. No, everyone thinks I'm a local hero.
But you are a hero.
Carlisle stops drawing.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm a delivery guy who stumbled into a bad situation and made a lucky decision in the moment. And that's it. Tell your friends that instead of whatever you were going on about yesterday.
It's boring.
Well, the truth is boring sometimes, especially when you live in Greenwood.
He hands her the sketchbook.
There. Red the Wizard and her witch grandma. Happy?
Rachel can't keep her eyes off the drawing. Thomas looks over her shoulder.
Whoa, Carlisle, this is
It's just a rough sketch.
heck of a rough sketch.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Come on.
No kidding, Carlisle. It's beautiful. You gotta keep doing these.
Can you do another? I'll do another story for you, and you can draw it.
You really don't have to.
You have to.
I will tomorrow. Can I come back tomorrow?
Well,
Rachel gets a text.
Mom's coming home early. I gotta go.
early. It's 6 o'clock.
She usually doesn't get home until I'm in bed.
Oh,
Rachel grabs her things and rushes out the door.
Thanks for all the info. I'll see you tomorrow.
wait, I didn't say.
Rachel closes the door before he can finish.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas starts to get up, but notices Carlisle looking down at the drawing and beginning to smile. Thomas stays put and looks at Carlisle with a smug, shit-eating grin. Carlisle looks up and stops smiling.
What? What?
What you smiling at there, Lyle?
God, fucking stop it. Go take a piss, you jackass.
All right.
Thomas exits.
Jeez.
He looks back down at the sketch. After a bit of consideration, he picks it up and continues working on it. Lights down. Scene 3. Lights up. There are a few more sketches on the wall now, including Red the Wizard. Carlisle is cleaning dishes when there is a knock at the door. He opens it and Rachel runs in and buries her face in a couch cushion.
Good to see you too.
Rachel doesn't say anything. Carlisle sits on the armchair near Rachel, slowly and uncomfortably.
I sketched another one of your stories. You want to see it? Will that make you feel better? Can you just tell me what's going on? I'm not as good with this as Thomas.
I told them
Told who what?
that I was lying.
Oh, and how did they take it?
They hate me. They hate me again. They're gonna hate me forever. I'll never have friends again.
She cries into the couch cushion. Carlisle sits in uncomfortable silence.
You know, I don't know these friends you have, and kids can be really mean. But you're going to have friends again.
When?
I don't know.
You don't know because it's never gonna happen.
No. Jeez. I used to think I'd never draw again. I was in a slump for so long, and just sometimes if you don't see the answer right in front of you, you can feel like it's not there. Sometimes I still don't think I'll ever get out of here or do anything with my art or ever be anything better than
Better than what?
nothing. Never mind. The point is, I started drawing again. I didn't know that was going to happen, but it did. You don't know what's going to happen to you either. But hey, I've known you about a week, and you're going to make friends. I'm not good at this. Does that make sense?
I didn't know I was gonna meet you.
Exactly.
And now we're friends, right? You and me and Thomas?
Yeah, sure. We're friends.
I turned in a story.
What? To the contest thing? Well, there you go. What's it about?
It's kind of it's a surprise. If it wins, I'll show you.
If it doesn't win, you'd better show me anyway. I've got to draw it.
Okay. Fine.
Have you told any of your stories to your classmates?
No. Just the wolf one.
Why not? I'm sure they'll love them.
What if they don't? What if they think I'm dumb and they hate me more?
Then they're idiots. They'll love them. Maybe not everyone, but someone will love them. Trust me.
Can I see the picture now?
Oh, yeah.
He shows her the sketchbook.
She's back at the sea.
Maybe one day you can go back to where your friends are. I don't know. Is that what you want?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I can have fun here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Lights down. Scene 4. Lights up on the apartment. Thomas and Carlisle are watching TV and eating snacks.
I haven't seen you in the news in a minute.
Dang, fuck.
See? I told you no more gossip about you either. Now it's Carol's knife.
Carol had a knife?
I know.
She doesn't seem like the knife type.
What do you think she's doing with it?
Eager knocking on the door.
Open up! Open up! I have a surprise!
Carlisle turns off the TV and gets the door. Rachel rushes in holding a newspaper.
I won! I made it!
Thomas and Carlisle congratulate her. Thomas gives her a high five.
Here, let me read it.
He takes the paper from her.
Wait, well, it's...
Carlisle starts reading. His smile fades. He gives her back the paper, then turns around and looks away.
The wolf story.
I thought it was a good one, and it's okay if it's just pretend.
So it wasn't a surprise, it was a secret. You were keeping this from me the whole time.
Well, I thought you'd be...
Rachel, I'm not a hero in your story. I'm a real person. I'm not... This isn't me. I just got out of this mess. People were just starting to forget, and now...
It's just a story.
It's a lie. It's an absolute lie. And you need to stop telling it. Just drop it, Rachel. It's bullshit.
In tears, Rachel tosses the newspaper onto the ground, rushes out the door, and slams it behind her. After a beat, Carlisle walks over to the sofa, then collapses into it. Thomas picks up the paper and places it on the table.
When did you get like this?
Thomas, can you just...
No, I can't. Are you kidding me? You just shouted down a 10-year-old for writing a story.
The story was about me.
For the love of... Are you that self-involved? This isn't about you. This is about a child expressing herself. She wanted you to be proud of her, and you... If someone had said something like that to me at that age, I may have never written again.
Is that all this has been about? Why have you been pushing for these visits? She reminds you of you?
No, she reminds me of you. This is the first time in a long time I've seen you even remotely caring about anything. You didn't pick up a pencil for months until she came along.
I do care. I just...
And what are you going to do now? Keep getting pissed at everyone who tries to help you or shows that they care about you? Go back to delivering food and spending the rest of your time sulking about how much you hate everyone?
I don't hate everyone. I don't want them talking
Who
about it like I'm some
cares? Let them say what they want. Why does it matter to you?
Because it's a lie. I'm not a hero. That's not who I am.
And stop sitting around here feeling sorry for yourself and show them who you really are.
No, I can't.
Why? Why not? What the hell is keeping you from...
I don't want anyone to know me as I am right now, okay? I fucking suck. I'm shit. You saw what I did to Rachel, what I've been doing to you. That's the real me, that piece of shit. And I don't know when I got this way, but it's like I wake up every morning fucking hating myself, and I go through every day taking out on other people. And I know that it's happening, and I know that I'm hurting people, but it's like my brain doesn't know how else to handle what I'm feeling. I don't know what to do.
Thomas sits on the couch next to Carlisle, who's now tearing up.
I don't want anyone to know me. I don't want anyone to feel what I feel just by being in my own company. I don't want that girl or anyone else to look at someone like me as a hero or someone to admire or someone to look up to. It's just not true, and I don't think it ever will be.
A pause. Thomas moves closer to Carlisle on the couch. He takes off his jacket and offers it to Carlisle, who looks at him confused.
I don't have a tissue or anything. I'll wash it tonight, it's fine.
After a beat, Carlisle takes the jacket. He starts wiping his tears, then cries into it. Thomas puts a hand on his shoulder.
Hey, we've known each other forever, right? And I'm still here. Never wanted it any other way. Never even thought about it. So either I'm a crappy judge of character, or you're worth a whole lot more than you think you are.
I don't see how.
You will. It won't happen overnight. And you're gonna have to take a lot of your own steps. And that's gonna be fucking hard. But I think the sooner you start, the sooner you'll get there. And I'm not going anywhere, Lyle. I'll be here every step of the way.
Carlisle wipes some stray tears, then thinks for a second.
Do you still have your mom's friend's number?
Really?
Yeah. I need help. I need to, figure this out.
Thomas smiles and pats him on the shoulder. He walks over to the table and writes the number on the corner of the newspaper, then tears it off. He glances at the newspaper for a moment, then walks back toward the couch.
You gotta make things right with Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to do that for you.
Thomas hands Carlisle the scrap of paper, then looks at his phone.
Shit! I'm supposed to be at Josephine's in 30 minutes. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Because I can cancel. She'll be fine. I can make something up.
No. You should go. You've helped a lot. You really have.
Keep the jacket for now. I'll grab it from you tomorrow.
Carlisle gets up and walks with him toward the door. They hug.
I'm proud of you. I'll call you later.
I'll be here.
Thomas stands in the doorframe for a moment.
The world deserves to see who you really are, Carlisle. Even Greenwood. Even you.
Thomas waves and Carlisle closes the door. He looks over at the newspaper on the table. He sits down and begins to read. Lights down. Scene 5. Lights up. The back wall is decorated with lots of sketches and posters. Art supplies are scattered on one of the tables. Carlisle is sitting in the living area, clearly nervous. He sighs when there is a knock on the door. He answers it, and Rachel enters and folds her arms.
I know.
I showed the story to my class.
Oh, yeah?
They thought it was cool. Unlike you.
It's not that I didn't. Listen, I want to show you something.
I don't care. I just came to tell you that you were right. I have friends now. Marjorie and Lucas. They like me and they like my stories. And I didn't know that was going to happen. But now that I have them, I don't need.
Carlisle hands Rachel a small paper book. She looks in awe at the cover and slowly takes it in her hands.
It's not quite finished yet. I didn't have much time.
This is
A comic. Art by me, story by
Rachel Redding. You made this?
we made this. It's your first book.
Rachel flips through the book, then throws herself at Carlisle into a hug. When they separate, Rachel continues flipping through the book.
Listen, I'm sorry about what I said. I really am. Your story, it's wonderful. It's fun and it's creative. And the truth is, I didn't want you to see me as a hero because I just don't see myself that way.
You're not a hero. But you're my friend. I like that better. Can I show this to people?
Show it to whoever you like.
Hey, so are you still gonna go to the city?
I'd like to. Someday.
Rachel looks at the cover again.
But look, I don't know when or how. Hell, I guess I don't really even know if. It's not important right now. Right now, I don't know. Maybe I can figure out how to have some fun here.
Lights down. End of play.
Awesome. That was wonderful. It was Cass can turn on cameras, by the way. That was inspiring, wholesome, and relatable all at the same time. I love it.
Hello.
So, we will be moving into the Q&A section next. I'm going to start that off by asking Jaimie. Jaimie, what was your inspiration for writing this? What kind of like sparked you to make this story? This kind of adjacently like hinting at a Red Riding Hood type thing.
Yeah. So I wrote this for a class. And the only reason that I chose Little Red Riding Hood was because I kind of slacked off and it was like the last minute, like I got to think of something. So I had this idea of like, it was the idea of like, I guess the least like talked about character in that play is the Lumberjack. The guy, comes in and saves Red and her granny. And so I was like, what can I do with that? And I got this idea of like this unassuming, like just, normal dude who doesn't really want this like attention on him. suddenly becomes a local hero because he stumbles into saving Red and her grandma. So that was like once I came up with that, and once I met the deadline to have the idea ready, I started kind of thinking, I've got this now. How can I make this something that I really care about, and something that's actually really fun for me to write. And really, what I ended up doing was just kind of figuring out. It's just kind of going off of what I was feeling and things that I have felt before, and finding ways to kind of put them into the play and kind of tie them together and create a personal story. So that's really what where it evolved. And I did some more work on it after when I was reached out to do this. I got a lot of feedback from a lot of friends, and I also kind of just went back over it and tried to examine what it actually meant. And so yeah, that's basically how it came to be.
Yeah, I love that, and like I said earlier, it's very relatable as anyone who struggles with their passion and pursuing their dreams and stuff. And I love that how much you focused on the dialogue and the relationship between those characters. So awesome, thank you. So we're gonna move into audience questions now, and we have a few questions that were both sent in the chat and to Jordan actually, and Jordan texted them to me. So the way we'll do that is I'll read off a question, and then we'll have Jaimie, you can address it first, and then if anyone else in the cast wants to give their own take on some of these views too, that you're welcome to jump in. So the first question we have, or I guess we have a lot. We have a lot of questions. Also, thank you to everyone in the chat. The chat was popping off the entire time. That actually made watching the production even more enjoyable, because it was experiencing it with a bunch of people. So that was awesome. Thank you.
I told a lot of my friends and family, and they all really showed up, and that means so much to me that you guys are all here.
That's awesome. All right. So the first question. So someone was curious about Thomas and Carlisle's history, and they said they felt that scene was missing something. This is pretty close to the beginning.
Okay. To be honest, I didn't think that much about their history. I just kind of thought that they've been friends for a really long time, and I mean, I guess I could think more about that, but really, I just thought that yeah, as far as their history, I'm not quite sure. I just feel like they've kind of always been a part of each other's lives, and that's kind of how I wrote it. They're like that. They're talking about high school and shit, and and Thomas knows Carlisle probably more than anybody, and I thought it was just kind of important for him to have that person around.
Yeah, I think that's at least as a viewer, that's pretty evident to me, at least by the end of the play, that they know each other very well, and their relationship is so strong.
Yeah. I definitely relate a lot to Thomas in the kind of giving advice, being the advice friend,
Yeah.
And my closest friend in high school, I would give him advice all the time, and so I really connected to that. And I don't know, I felt like I could feel the connection between Carlisle and I from the writing. I think maybe at the beginning it could be emphasized a little more, but I don't know. I got it, and I think that might be portrayed through acting.
Awesome. So the next thing we have is actually a compliment. It says this setup is fantastic. I'm assuming that's referring to the Zoom setup, and I think this play kind of lends itself really well to this kind of production too, with everyone being in a house basically with similar lighting.
Yeah, it's true.
I love that the whole play is set in one place too. It's very lively. We have another compliment that says, "I want to put Rachel in my pocket." Relatable.
Oh man.
We have okay. This one's a question. It says, "Carlisle seems so dejected. Why does he stay?"
I think, in a way, he's kind of mentally stuck, and I kind of chalked it up to like he's trying to like save up money or something, but I think at the same time he talked about this earlier. He's kind of at a place in his life where he didn't really think he would be, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of it is, I don't know. He's kind of, I don't want to say like making excuses for himself, but I think that he knows that on some like subconscious level that the things that he would need to do to achieve what he wants to achieve are very hard, and it would require a lot of like self-examination that he, I don't know, finds it a little bit easier to just kind of push away for the moment. And then, that kind of doesn't really work.
Yeah, you mind if I chime in on that one, Jaimie?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, I mean, Jaimie, you did a great job with giving us these characters to like really dig into, right? For me, because I want to say I thought of that yesterday, but then we talked about it and we read him.
Yeah.
I don't think Carlisle, one, he doesn't believe in himself to like move to the city yet, right? And he doesn't really feel like, it doesn't seem like he feels like he deserves to.
Absolutely.
Like he's never going to treat himself. He's kind of he's very self-deprecating.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, and so that was kind of like my take on that, which again, great job for you.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I could not have said it better myself.
Someone says the stage directions feel rips right out of a fable.
That's good to hear. I wondered if like if the fairy tale thing just felt like kind of tacked on in a way that was like, why is it even like this? Yeah.
I loved all the little references to what could be fairy tales. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some fairy tale with 7 sisters, like, or maybe that's like that one musical.
7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
Seven Brides for 7 Brothers. And then
I definitely, when he was telling the stories about the gossip that is about his sisters, those are supposed to be fairy tale references. I don't know why I came up with the number 7. I wonder if fairy tales are just
probably because of the 7 dwarfs.
Yeah. I wonder if I was just thinking. Yeah.
Anyone who's ever known me knows how picky I am about stage directions, and your stage directions are like phenomenal. I really love them. I will nitpick stage directions all day.
Someone said the relationship between Carlisle and Rachel is so charming. I agree.
I kind of thought about, just like the other day, I kind of thought about how they're having similar feelings that they're kind of expressing in different ways. Because, I mean, they're both dealing with like some form of anxiety or something. And when Rachel gets worked up, she starts like, going into doomsday mode, like I'm never gonna have friends, and I'm never gonna be happy. And Carlisle kind of, I don't know, tends to like just kind of unleash when he's feeling, and I mean, he talks about it in length, but he kind of unintentionally just kind of dumps whatever he's feeling onto whoever is there to listen, and kind of doesn't really take in the consequences of that until he's settled down a little bit. And yeah.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they're two kind of similarly focused people, just in different stages of their life.
Yeah.
Right? And we can see that in how energetic and just in awe of things Rachel is, and how dejected Carlisle is. I love that. We actually had similar questions in both the YouTube chat and what was sent to Jordan. We have people asking, is this Carlisle's biography / autobiography?
Oh. Were they talking about the story that Rachel wrote?
I think so. It might have been postulating
what the final story was.
Yeah. That's what I gathered. I saw somebody say something like that, but
we have another compliment for stage directions. The actor reading stage directions sounds like a virtual assistant on my phone. I'd follow her anywhere.
Fantastic.
Very good.
Think you just found a new career, Devin. I think you just found it.
I love it. Thank y'all.
Turn
I love
left.
that.
I love the idea of stage directions like guiding you through the story, like Siri or Google Maps or something.
I played Siri in a play, so maybe it was coming out.
I love that.
That's awesome.
She slaps him. Turn left.
Okay.
We have
All right.
we have hearts for Carlisle and Rachel's special emotional moment. And then I'm gonna move over to the live chat. Lots again. I love the interaction in the live chat. It was very lively. Someone asked, "How cool is the bird?"
I don't. Probably pretty cool, but probably
So
not.
cool.
Probably just cool
So
enough.
cool.
Probably just cool enough for people who have nothing going on to be super psyched out about it.
I really wish I had nothing going on.
Well, also like knowing this town, like how many people have actually seen the bird? Like how many people are talking about
Yeah.
it, not knowing what it looks
Yeah.
like?
That's a good point.
We have. Yeah, someone. I think this was like right at the start of the play. Someone said, "Is Jeff the titular lumberjack? Very lumberjacky with the flannel beard and long hair, bringing it with the costume game."
Oh my gosh.
Typecasting, I guess.
I mean, you pull it off.
Yeah.
I did. This was unintentional for the play, but this was. So I guess I'm partially to blame.
I had to tell myself, because last week I wore a red flannel for the event, so I had to tell myself I'm not going to wear a red flannel because one, I wore one last week, and two, Jeff is probably going to be wearing one.
I'm gonna wear
this.
a red flannel. Oh my gosh.
We have lots of compliments saying this is fun. I love this. The vibes are immaculate. The costuming is great. I love the kid. Whoever was in charge of the set did a great job. It really looks like they're in a house, which, I mean, to be fair, we're all in houses.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell.
People were talking about like the costume choices and the set design, and like that's all the actors. You'll pick that all out, and it really worked.
Yeah, I mean that's another benefit of like pairing this play with this medium of performing.
It's true, yeah.
We're all at home, so it fits the setting very well.
Mm-hmm.
Someone complimented the Aurora Borealis in Wallace's room.
Oh gosh, was that going all the time? I totally didn't even notice.
I completely forgot about that until you mentioned that. It's because, I mean, yeah, it's the vibes, but also I have one source of light pretty much in this room besides that. And it's a lamp and then there's like a little bit of white light that comes out from. It's a speaker.
And
The lamp
Aurora
behind it
Borealis at
doesn't
this
work.
time of
This time of
year,
day,
at this time
yes.
of day, in this part of the country, localized
Entirely
entirely within your
kitchen.
Can I see it? No. Okay. Yeah.
Guys,
Well, thank
More
you.
the house is on fire.
somebody
You can,
had to.
You can get your very own Aurora Borealis. It's also a speaker. You can get it on Amazon for $10. It's the best purchase I've ever made in my life.
Are we
So-
selling merch for this? Nobody told me.
We are not.
Brand deals.
Oh, God.
We have a comment that says, Jeff really nails the disgruntled artist.
Absolutely.
It's almost like he's a disgruntled artist.
No comment.
You did a fantastic job.
And the same person said, can definitely relate. Someone said, I'm getting jaded millennial vibes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Apology cookies
Definitely.
taste great.
Mhm.
This kid will single-handedly destroy artist block.
Yeah, that was during the story.
You know, she's inspiring.
Very
It's,
talented.
Very,
You know.
very upbeat, awe-inspiring personality. I love that character.
Yeah.
What if this girl has magical powers?
Plot twist.
Yeah.
She has
That's
the
in the
power of
full-length version.
enthusiasm.
Oh my gosh.
Do a drawing if only it was so easy.
That'll be the next Greenwood rumor. Is that Rachel has magical powers?
Yeah.
She'll probably be totally into it. She'll probably agree.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
All right, another
What else
question.
have we got?
With the story focusing so heavily on character dynamics, what was the process of developing these characters like?
Yeah. So again, I took most of this from stuff that I was feeling and stuff that I felt, and definitely a lot of what Carlisle was going through during this is reminiscent of things that I've experienced and feelings that I've experienced, and I just kind of put some of that into each character. I think maybe Thomas is the one that I'm like most disconnected from, but I've definitely known people like him or people who react to that kind of situation in the way that Thomas does. And yeah, I mean, it was mostly, personal experience and just trying to figure out how to get that across, and also, separate these people from myself as much as possible, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see that. It comes through. And I think that pairing of characters is very powerful. Having someone that, dejected and kind of down on life paired with two characters, one that's enthusiastic and one that's just good emotional support.
Yeah.
That's a good combination.
I think with I don't know how related this is. I think with Thomas, what I wanted to get across was just like the frustration of trying your best to help someone and knowing that it's just not gonna work. And like in the beginning, he tried to leave because he was like, this isn't going anywhere. There's like no point in me being here. And really, I mean, a part of that is that he wants to help, but Carlisle needs to, do some of the work as well. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the dynamic I was going through between those two.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my place in the chat. Someone, this is another hypothesis on the story that was written, is that the story is this play.
Is this play?
The writing is immaculate.
Rachel had some real insight into their emotions.
Yeah.
Compliment for Jaimie. Jaimie has always been good at dialogue.
Yeah, that's one of my friends.
I mean, the dialogue.
Thank you.
The dialogue is great.
Thank you. I try very hard.
We have someone that says, I see a theme in the romanticization and the dilemma of creating stories from real life references / material in your writing.
Yeah, I've written at least a story about kind of like projection and like, looking at people that you don't know very well and kind of seeing in them what you want to see in yourself in your own life. I don't know how much of that I intended on putting in this one. I think that really, I think Rachel sees Carlisle as I say hero just because she's excited and she's a kid and and she's been hanging out with this guy and that freaks Carlisle out because he doesn't want people looking up to him because he doesn't really have a whole lot of self-worth. I think I kind of went on something else, but that's kind of more of what I was going for with this one.
I get that. Someone said something. Did we have any costume changes, or was it just like a camera angle change?
I took my jacket off or my shirt off to hand him to Cry.
I put my hair back like in the last scene because children naturally will put their hair in ponytails whenever they get feeling emotionally amiss. So I just did a character development.
Your character developed your hair.
Yeah. So it's symbolism.
Yeah. I somehow missed the jacket bit the first time when we rehearsed this. So when I saw that tonight, I had a very good laugh at that. I love that bit. We have a question that asks, are there any films that inspired elements of the story or characters?
Not specifically, but probably. I'm not. I didn't really. As far as I can remember, I wrote this. It's been a minute, but I don't think I was directly inspired by any films. But I mean, I watch a lot of movies. I'm a big movie buff, so probably on a subconscious level, I'm sure. I just yeah, I wish I had a better answer, but I don't know directly. I was referencing it or thinking about anything when I wrote this.
Okay. I think that was. Oh wow, we have a lot of questions that were asked after the end of the play.
Yes.
All right. Any plans to flesh the story out more and write a longer version?
Ooh, a longer version. I don't know. I know there's a lot of things that could be delved into more, but I kind of do like the length of this one. And I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna keep this version for sure, but I could definitely play around with making it a little bit longer. Yeah, I know that there's some things that could be touched upon that I just didn't really have time for.
Sorry, I'm skimming through some of these for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of comments agreeing about what we said about Carlisle. Someone said there's a lot of wit in the writing that's really fun to see come through. Stage directions. Jaimie has them.
Going back to the wit, like you guys were, you couldn't hear me. You guys were like cracking me up earlier.
Same.
It's like really well done. Again,
lot.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't see how excited I was watching you all. You really knocked it out of the park.
The nodding, I think. Oh, that went well.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, someone said the power of childlike enthusiasm. Thomas is the friend we all need. Does Jaimie is Rachel? More at 7.
Does Jaimie?
Just maybe. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm like a little bit of all of them.
I think we all are to an extent.
And definitely the scene where she's talking about where she has that talk with Carlisle about where she doesn't think she's ever going to make friends again, and she doesn't. And Carlisle kind of talks about you don't know what's going to happen, and sometimes that means it's easy to think that things are just going to stay the way they are. I mean, that's probably the most related to Rachel in this play.
All right, last question. Jaimie, is there anything in this play that you wish you changed or improved upon after finishing it?
I had an answer to this earlier. I completely forgot. I think you guys were just that good. I totally forgot what part. I was like, I need to fix that. It's a little bit. I mean, the answer is yes. I don't really have any. I can't think of any specifics right now, but there are definitely some things that I'm sure I can improve on. And maybe if I take another look at it, just reading it, I'll see things that I might need to change. But yeah, I can't think of anything in particular right now, but definitely.
Well, as someone who has spectated twice, I think it's wonderful. I think it's charming. Like I said at the beginning, it's both relatable and inspirational, which is a good combination because when something is going to uplift you at the end, you want to be able to relate to the struggle, and I think the struggle was clear. So I love it. This is great.
Thank
you. If any of the rest of the cast has questions for Jaimie about the play or the characters, feel free to ask them. If not, we can end it. Okay.
Great job, Jaimie.
Thank you.
All right, well, we're going to end it here. Everyone who stuck around, thank you. Thank you for all the questions again and all the comments. That was wonderful. It added a lot to the viewing experience, even for me. And yeah, thank you to Jaimie for letting us do your play justice. I hope we did it justice.
Thank you guys for doing it. Absolutely, 100%.
I think the cast was phenomenal. You guys brought so much energy. This is wonderful. Awesome. All right, I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you all for stopping by.
See y'all later.
Bye.